What's going on, everybody? It's Physical Friday, and it is the weekend after the CrossFit age group qualifier. And I appreciate all of the notes and the questions on the text thread. That is super cool. Thank you for checking on me. Unfortunately, I have some less than stellar news to report. I did not do well. And I'm out of that and won't be continuing for the rest of the year. So good luck to the people that are making it to the games, the top 20 in the world. That's awesome. I hope to be there with you one day. So today we're going to talk about this, when things like this happen. So oftentimes you might have a goal that you train for a while. Maybe it's a marathon, maybe it's a half marathon, maybe it's a 5K, maybe it's the CrossFit age group qualifier. I don't know. Whatever it is that you're training for. Could be Go Ruck Selection in my case. You know, not every time does everything go the way that you want it to. I would love to have come in the top 20 in the world and moved on to the games, but that wasn't in the cards for this particular year. So what do you do now? I'm not a guy that likes to make any excuses. I don't think that there are any excuses. I didn't work hard enough. Obviously, some people did. There are people that made it and I didn't. So I'm going to wipe that off. I'm not even going to go there. I'm not going to make excuses. I'm not going to make excuses in my head. I'm not going to blame anybody. I'm going to look at what happened and I'm going to try to learn from it. And if this is really something that I want to do, I'm going to try to learn from it. I'm going to try to apply the lessons that I've learned. And you know what? Some of those lessons may not become super clear for a little while. But right now, I'm going to do a little introspection. I'm going to think about it. I'm going to try to come up with some lessons. Then I'm going to apply them and move on. In the meantime, the first thing I'm going to do is get back on the horse, right? So it's real easy to, fail at something and then decide that, wow, that wasn't much fun. I don't want to do that anymore. Where it seems to me that for me anyway, if the longer it takes me to get back into the gym or back out on the road or back doing whatever the activity was that I just failed at, the harder it is for me to get started again. Whereas if I try to run a marathon this weekend and don't for whatever reason, I need to get back out on the road as soon as possible. Don't make any excuses. Just get back out on the road and make it happen and start applying the lessons that you may have learned to your training so that next time you can be successful if that is still your same goal, right? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to apply my lessons, and the lessons that I learned, I need to be stronger. The lessons that I learned, I need to work harder, and I need to be ready for different types of workouts. I was not ready for the pistol workout, which is a single leg alternating squat. That's something that I have not trained in a long time, and it was really, really evident and obvious that I had not. I was ill prepared, and that's it. That's all it takes. It's a very, very competitive, very competitive field. And if you have one workout like that you're not prepared for, that's it. It's very unforgiving. So that's what happened to me. I didn't look at all of the potential movements and train them throughout the year. My fault, my bad, didn't work hard enough. So in the words of Cameron Haynes, nobody cares, work harder. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm not going to make any excuses. I'm just going to work harder and be thinking about the things that I learned in this age group qualifier. And as that applies, one of the things that I really like the most about the gym and working out and doing things physical and having goals where you set a goal that you're going to accomplish with your body is you can take whatever lessons those are and you can generally apply them throughout your life. You can apply them to parenting. You can apply them to your friendships. You can apply them to business. And if you have a business deal that goes south and it was because you were ill prepared, Are you going to do that again? Are you going to learn from that lesson, or are you going to be more prepared next time for plan B, C, D, E, and F, so that will never happen to you again? And for me, anyway, what I learn on these physical pursuits is certainly applicable to the rest of my life. And I will be looking at the rest of my life, in these ways. Am I training the things that could come up in business? Am I thinking about them? Am I preparing for everything that can be forecasted? And this could have been forecasted. So I'm going to do that. And if you are somebody who has had a disappointment in your physical endeavors, man, keep your head up, get back out there. Don't let it get you down, because that's when you really lose, is when you let it get you down and you let it get you out of your consistent behavior and your consistent routine. That's when the torpedo hits. So don't let that happen. I'm not going to let it happen to me. Thanks again for all the notes and the support. I appreciate it. And I will see you next week on Physical Friday.